Calgary police are investigating an alleged sexual assault that took place early this morning. Shortly after midnight this morning, April 18th, police were called to the area of 15th Street and 10th Avenue Southwest in relation to an alleged sexual assault. Upon arrival, officers found a very distraught, under the age of 18 female. Due to the age of the victim and the circumstances, we are investigating this as a possible sexual assault. The girl was transported to a medical facility for examination, and because of her age, the Calgary Police Service Child Abuse Unit is leading the investigation. Details into the investigation are limited, as we have yet to speak to the alleged victim.
Can you say, did this happen outside, in like an apartment building, just where did it happen?
Yeah, it appears that that the alleged assault took place outside of a building.
Was the victim able to give you a description of her assailant?
The child abuse detectives still have yet to interview the victim, so that's obviously one of the things that we're going to be looking at for sure.
Do we know why she was there outside that building?
No, really, the information that we have from the victim right now is quite limited, and obviously it's very, very early in our investigation, and we're hoping to get more information later today.
Any idea, was there a car involved? Did the assailant get into a car? How did he get away? Was she able to get away from him and see a vehicle of any kind or anything like that?
My understanding is that a security officer intervened in some manner, and as a result of that, we were contacted and the police arrived. As far as an offender, we believe they may have known each other, but again, until we talk to the victim and get some more information, it's very difficult for us to answer that right now.
Can you tell us the extent of her injuries, if any?
I can't, no.
Is she still in hospital? Has she been released from hospital?
My understanding is that she's still in hospital.
Is she from Calgary or is she from somewhere else?
I don't know, sorry.
Does this attack follow the same as any others that have occurred in the area at all?
No, and you know, I'd urge or I'd point out that this doesn't appear to be a random attack. So if in fact what we have here is a sexual assault, which is what we're investigating it as, it doesn't appear to be a random incident. It does not appear to be a random incident. Still very early in the investigation, so we don't want to rule anything out, but.
And was the victim a Calgary resident?
You know what, I'm not sure.
Because she's so young, I would assume her parents have been contacted, mom and dad, or can you see anything like that?
I would assume as well that the child abuse investigators would have spoken to parents, but you know what, I'm just not sure. They've obviously been very busy. They've been canvassing the area. We've been looking for witnesses. So it's just so early in the investigation.
And I know this is kind of a specific question. I don't know if somebody asked this already. Have you ruled out like prostitution or when you're investigating the circumstances, I guess?
Mm-hmm. I don't think investigators have ruled anything out, but there's nothing to indicate that that's the case, and certainly I wouldn't want to re-victimize a victim with that kind of thing out there. So it's still real early. We'll talk to the victim. We'll get some more information, and we'll have a better understanding of what took place.
Was she on her way to or from home, or coming back from work, or
Mm-hmm.
out with her friends or something like that?
We'll find that out when we talk to her. So really what we had from her was some real preliminary information, and that the follow-up and all of those questions that we all have about what took place, that will all come when the investigators have an opportunity to talk to her.
Understandably, the victim would have been quite shaken. What was her condition when officers arrived at the scene?
Well, the victim was very distraught for sure, understandably. I don't want to speak for the investigators, but I'm going to assume that that is part of a little bit of the delay here, is that we want the victim to have an opportunity to have her senses about her and be able to provide a good statement and allow her the support that she needs before we talk to her.
You mentioned that there was a security guard that went to her aid. Has he been of any help to your investigations at this point?
I know that the investigators have located several witnesses, including that security officer, and they have so far been able to help for sure. The extent of that assistance I can't really get into, but.
Was he monitoring a residential building
You know what, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what brought him there.
So, yeah, did he just happen to be in the area at the time, maybe going to work or coming home or something along that lines, or monitoring the building?
Yeah, I don't know. I've no doubt the investigators do. I just don't know. Sorry.
Early on, there was a suspect description. I don't know if it came from a duty inspector or even the Marine, but do you have a suspect description now?
No, we're not releasing anything like that right now, and here's why. We need to talk to the victim and find out what happened, and then we'll go from there. And if in fact the victim knows the offender, I mean, we may not need to go to those lengths. So really, we'll find out here shortly.
There was a suspect description released in the public messenger, so I'm just wondering where that came from, and is that inaccurate?
I didn't hear what the description was, so I don't know if it's inaccurate or not. And I think we're asking the same question, so we're not. I'm not sure. These things take time. The investigations take time, and it may very well be that somebody thought that early on putting out some information was the right thing to do, and it may very well have been. Some subsequent information has come in that perhaps the victim and the alleged offender knew each other. So I'm not sure what went out on Hub. Sorry.
Are you able to say how old the victim is, the alleged victim?
I would just say that she's a teenager, under 18.
Is there any CCTV in that area that you've been able to obtain?
The investigators have been out canvassing the area and have, in fact, obtained video footage of that area. What's on that video footage, or if the incident is captured, I don't know.
Is it primarily a commercial area or residential?
You know what? I'm not sure.